Hello and welcome to another Let's Play. Me, GamerWolfSix of Sileo, Tales of a New Dawn. Before we start, if you're interested in playing this game, you can get it for free on itch.io. But if you want to support the people that are making this game and get the newest version earlier, you can go to their Patreon, which is $5 a month, or $54 a year. Hyena. So, the last Let's Play, we were being a little drinky. Ty gave Adrian a tip, and Adrian was like, "Oh, but I wanted a different type of tip, if you know what I mean." And then we woke up in Ty's bedroom. Because Adrian's a hoe. He got a kiss on the forehead, but not a kiss on the lips. That's hoe things. I'm joking. Be sex positive. So, is there anything else? Nope. Reset my face. Boop. And continue. Question mark? I awoke, wrapped tightly in unfamiliar blankets on top of an unfamiliar bed, situated in a similarly unfamiliar room. The pain in my head was second only to the dull throbbing on discomfort emanating from my backside. Ooh, how drunk was he? I began to mentally retrace my steps. We worked the festival, then we headed back to Ty's house to celebrate. We drank. A lot. This explained the headache. And then, I mean, Ty asked several times, but still it's like, and, like, he did express it's like, hey, we're gonna kind of date, see how this thing's going, but even if, like, you're kind of dating and stuff like that, is it alright to have sex with somebody that's pretty drinky? I feel like we're not saying that this here is bad, but it kind of seemed like that wouldn't be a thing to do. Oh, wow. Wish you could recall it. Oh wait, you did. I recalled the events that led to the situation, reflecting on the intricate musculature of Ty's impeccable body, the delightful smell of his cologne, perfectly blended with his own distinct feline scent. The feeling of his flawless cock pressed deep within me. His well-concealed dominant side tucked beneath his gentle and kind exterior. Those deep, wild growls as he took what he desired, and then his bellowing roar, signaling the end of his hunt, his release, his victory. What the fuck? Well, one thing's for certain. Regardless of the state I was in, I had zero regrets. It was a night I would make point to never forget. It was hard to believe it had even happened. If someone had told me only just days prior this would happen, I would have certainly called their bluff. I sat up, the sheets glued to my fur, with an immediately. Oh, immediately? Huh. Immediately recognizable substance. I'm sorry. My brain said immediately, but it's like it stuck to my fur with an immediately. It's like, what? That doesn't make sense. Anyways, there were dried clumps all over my body. Some belonged to me, and no doubt a great deal belonged to him. Looking over to the bedside table, I saw a piece of paper bearing my name, handwritten neatly with purple pen. I reached over, picking it up and unfolding it before reading its contents. Please accept my sincerest apologies for my absence. Alas, the bar will not run itself. Seeing you now, I have little doubt your utmost priority will be to clean up. To that end, my shower is situated through the door across the way. I've taken the liberty of leaving some fresh clothes for you to wear. Only hope that they will fit you properly. I have left your belongings in the lounge, along with a small gift. When you leave, please turn the switch on the front door, so it will lock on your departure. Where would he get this small clothes from? Because they're two entirely different sizes. I sincerely hope that you have an enjoyable morning, and know that I'm looking forward to seeing you again soon. My curiosity had piqued as to what Ty's gift would be. However, the discomfort of my clumped and matted fur pulling with every subtle movement took priority. I folded the note, returned it to the bedside table, and peeled the sheets from my body before venturing with subtle waddle across the room in the implied direction of Ty's shower. Now, here's a question for somebody that has had girlfriends and or boyfriends and stuff like that. How do you deal with bad like emissions? I mean, I guess maybe people don't come as much as I do. It can be a bit messy. But anyways, and clean it up before it stains too much. I mean, God, if I, that'd just be a big fucking mess. Tire shower was operated by a touchscreen control panel with a confusing array of buttons and gauges. Fortunately, after only a short while fussing with the controls, the shower took pity on me, turned itself on. Thankfully, the temperature was perfect. I did not wish to make any adjustments, and was switching back off by mistake. A lucky fluke indeed, and one I doubted I would be able to easily replicate in the future. I stood beneath the cascading water for what seemed like an eternity, my mind inevitably reliving the events of the prior night as I failed to stifle an upbeat smile. The sensation I was feeling was entirely new to me. Sure, I had crutches before. I'd spent several years in university longing for Diego after all, but this was different. Things had certainly moved quickly, but they also felt right. Also, has the main character had a bunch of sex? I mean, he said that was his best sex, so I'd have to assume there's been others. I was hopelessly attracted to Ty's maturity, refined taste, and discipline. He was kind, experienced, empathetic, and thoughtful. There was certainly a significant age gap between us, but this only strengthened my desire for him, my respect for him, my longing. It'd be kind of nice if it told when you looked in the gallery it told you I don't know, age and stuff. I couldn't think of a time in my life where I was more excited for something that I was in at the very moment. I couldn't wait to see what would happen next. Also, let's just see if there's a Sileo wiki. Sileo Tales of a New Dawn wiki. Furry Games Index? Seems like there's a wiki. I just want to look at the people's age. Just to see what the difference would be. Furry Games Index. What the hell is that? Oh well. I don't see it. But it'd be funny if the game was like, this person, like Ty, is so old. He's the age of 32, and I'm just like, okay, I'll just go crumbling to dust over here. Oh well. Anyways, let's get back to the game. Set face. Boop. I left the shower, finding the small piece of clothes Ty had left me. They emitted a slightly musty aroma, as though they had been sitting in a cupboard for many years. I threw them on, and out of shock, I found they fit me surprisingly well. I noted a small bottle of cologne on the vanity. Unable to resist, I applied Ty's cologne to my wrists and neck before inhaling deeply. Cinnamon and coconut. The Thai scent would follow me for the rest of the day, and I couldn't have been more happier about it. Returned to the bedroom, I looked over to Ty's bed. The sheets were, to say the least, a mess. I decided to take the initiative and approach the bed, pulling the sheets loose and removing the covers from its duvet and pillows, piling them up and taking them with me as I ventured deeper into Ty's house in search of laundry. Yeah, good on ya. Eventually I located it, tucked away behind the door to his kitchen. He had an expensive and large washing machine, which doubled as a clothes dryer. Perfect. I tossed the bedding in and added detergent softener. Alas, I was considerably less successful in actually getting the washer to start. After 5 minutes without success, I decided to admit defeat, abandoning the task. At the very least, I loaded the washing machine. The load in the washing machine would be ready for when Ty returned home later in the evening. Yeah, I'd be like, I mean, he might want his stuff on delicates and stuff. Also, what are those chairs in the background with only 2 legs? As I entered, I noticed a tote bag. Oops, sorry. It's a reading yawn on atop the counter. Looking inside, I saw my dirty clothes from the day prior, neatly folded within. Beside the bag was a plate wrapped in foil and a small note on top. Not unlike unwrapping a gift, I accidentally peeled the foil from the plate. Carefully stacked on top of the plate were several buttermilk pancakes, expertly cooked and near perfectly round. Beside them lay a small container filled to the brim with what looked like cum. No way. I dipped my finger into the syrup and then licked it clean. It was the unmistakable taste of passion fruit. I felt my tail begin wagging involuntarily as I grabbed the note on top of the foil. It read, There's a tub of vanilla ice cream on the top shelf of the freezer. Enjoy. Fuck, that's one thing I should really do someday. Just go into some kind of morning dine and have, like, pancakes. Overcome with anticipation, I grabbed the ice cream from the freezer and scooped some out, depositing it on top of my still warm pancakes before covering everything in syrup and digging in. It was better than I recommended, no doubt, owing to Ty's culinary prowess. I was awestruck, from the handwritten notes to the fresh clothes to having collected my old clothes for me, and even prepared my favorite breakfast based on little more than a stowaway comment several days prior. This was the man I wanted to spend my life with. I was so impressed, so taken aback. My tail continued to wag, the pace accelerating into a brisk repetition, and my smile only grew wider. Eventually, my breakfast was finished, and I found myself somewhat heartbroken by the fact. Despite this, I knew this would be the first in a long line of wonderful meals Ty would prepare. The thought quickly returned to me to the prior state of barely contained joy. I placed my plate and utensils in Ty's dishwasher and returned the ice cream to the freezer. I thought about leaving Ty a note, thanking him for breakfast, and informing him what I'd done with his bedsheet before deciding against this. I was going to pay him a visit instead. Seeing no further reason to linger, I grabbed the tote bag containing my clothing and headed to the front door, making sure to flick the switch so it would be locked on the departure before finally passing through. And thus I departed Ty's house. It was a beautiful day, and the warmth of the sun reflected my upbeat mood. Once more, I failed to resist the influence of my emotions, my tail wagging as I walked. I would have looked silly were anyone to have seen, but I didn't care. I was in love, and nothing could take that away from me. I reached the curb in front of Ty's house, and pondered whether to head directly to the bar or to kill some time beforehand. Looking west, I noticed a collection of dark clouds on the horizon, juxtaposed against the clear skies directly overhead. It would be a terrible shame if they were to venture in this direction. Foreshadowing, I guess. Because it do be like that. Because I'm like, okay, we're on day 7 and there's 20 days. And we banged him. Because, like, I don't know how long it took to... I mean, we could just quickly... Can we quickly look over? Gallery. Would it be illustrations? No. Okay. Day 11 was Kiss. Though I'm not sure if it's Kiss and Bang. But yeah, It do be like that. Unless we could find it in, I don't know, special scenes. Okay, it just says nude 11, nude 1. Oh well, you gotta get what you pay for. It's like, yeah, we got several days left, and like, it'd be weird if it just like, and things are perfect for the next several days. Yep. Upon leaving Ties, I checked my phone to find a recent message from Axel. It read, "I'm bored. Dom's working. I'm gonna go swimming in the river near the North Bridge. Wanna come?" It seemed like a shame to waste this fantastic weather by heading straight to the bar without delay. Besides, Ty would be working the rest of the day there. There would be no rush. I texted back, agreeing to Ty's invitation before heading in the direction of the North Bridge. The two of us arrived around the same time as one another, and wasted no time getting into the water. Jeez, I didn't expect it to be so cold. Well, it's fall after all. It'll be okay once you get used to it. Yeah, you're right. Anyway, so what? You know, you and Ty, how'd things go? Oh, they went okay, I guess. I was a touch embarrassing to admit how well things had gone. I thought carefully about my next words. At last, my tail began violently thrashing the surface of the water, and my cheeks lit up rosy red, undermining my attempt with obvious response. Your body tells a different story. Damn it. It's so cute. Don't worry, I won't tell anyone. About that. All of a sudden, Axel started acting kind of weird. I chalked it up to nerves and decided to let it slide. Well, yeah. Things went really well. I'm kind of head over heels. It's a little embarrassing. Aw, that's so sweet. I'm really happy for you. I hope I get to find out what that feels like someday. You and me both, brother. You will. You're a great guy. I wouldn't be surprised if you hadn't people crushing on you right across town. I don't know about that, but thanks. Look out, boys. I'm coming in. Huh? Suddenly, the unknown figure dive-bombed into the water between us, splashing us both with copious amounts of water. Who the... When the figure surfaced, it was none other than... Oh great, it was Eric. I'm trying to make sure that there isn't a willy there. That's the thing I don't like about this box right here, where it's like... Sometimes it looks opaque, and then other times it seems opaque but not nearly enough. Here's that face. Howdy, boys. I'm Nikki. Hey, that was rude. Sorry, little guy. I just like to make an entrance. Well, you sure made one, but why? Where'd you even come from? I was helping Lucas during the morning. Another short day today. So I headed home. So I was heading home, and what do I see? It isn't Adrian and the delivery boy taking a dip. I couldn't resist joining the two of you. Oh right, you work for Lucas, don't you? That's right. So tell me, Adrian, how did the, celebrations go? Oh, keeping Eric somewhere in the dark seemed like a smart move. After all, he wasn't known for his restraint. Yeah, it was nice. Nice, eh? Yeah. We had a few drinks, talked about ourselves, and... What? Then you fucked like rabbits, right? Eric! Hey, that... Holy shit, you did it too. Spill it. I want every detail. What's his dick like? Paint me a picture with your words. I want to be able to picture every vein. I bet it's huge, right? Man, I'm jealous. What positions did you guys try? I bet he's got such a firm ass. Man, I can't believe it happened so fast, especially with such an age gap. You're really going to mention the age gap when you're over here lustering after Lucas? Like, duh. I want to know your secret. I've been putting the moves on Lucas for a long time, and you managed to bed his best friend in what, 48 hours? You have to tell me your secret. How'd you do it? Eric's persistent vulgarity seemed to be making Axel uncomfortable, and I would have been lying if I said I wasn't feeling somewhat similarly myself. I decided to try and change the topic. I'll tell you another time. Right. Don't want to rob the poor cheetah of his innocence, eh? Which is kind of funny because if I do that route, apparently we're doing a polyamory. Because I thought it was just like, hey, you could do Axel or Dom, but it's like Axel and Dom. But then there's the big shark guy in the picture there when it comes to their route. Interesting. So, Axel, how are things going with you, man? What? Eric. You and that fox Dom, there's definitely something going on there. As it would turn out, Eric was terrible at keeping secrets. Then again, I found that hardly surprising. I don't... Oh, come on. He's cute, right? And you're cute too. You'd be a perfect couple. As they call it, a power couple. I'm... cute? Yeah, of course. I bet he thinks so too. Axel was blushing like crazy, and the total loss of words. Come to think of it, Eric was practically his polar opposite. It made sense that he would be easily flustered by him. Eric? Do you think that's enough? I think you've made him uncomfortable. Aw, yeah, habit. Sorry. Still though, I'm serious. You two would be an adorable couple. Having had enough of Eric's loudmouth, I lowered my hands into the water and hit Eric with the biggest splash I could muster. Okay, loud and clear. There was a silence for a few moments as Axel stared down at the water, blushing madly, and Eric's eyes darted between the two of us frantically. Then he splashed me back. Ugh, cold! That's what you get. I returned a bigger splash to which Eric just laughed at me. Come on, is that all yet? His sentence was interrupted by another splash. We both looked over at Axel, who was grinning madly. Oh, now it's on. The two began fighting, a war between them, Axel laughing occasionally, turning to more of a gargling sound due to the mouthful of water. They exchanged blows for a short while before stopping and exchanging a strange look. What was that? What's going on? Together, they both turned around and splashed me in unison. You're both gonna regret that. I began splashing each of them with separate hands, trying my best to keep up with their blows. Damn it! After an extended water fight, the three of us retreated to dry land. Both myself and Axel had entered the water with our shorts on our shorts, which we were now attempting to dry in the sun. Eric, on the other hand, well, he hadn't been wearing anything at all. Eric, you're naked. Well, it's not like I was prepared for this scenario. I didn't want to get my clothes wet. Axel was utterly transfixed and couldn't seem to take his eyes off it. That's gay, brah. Anyway, that was fun, but I better grab my clothes and head off home now. See you boys at work. Also, he would get, got by the cops? Oh, bye. Following Eric's departure, Axel picked up his bag of belongings and pulled out a pair of glasses. I didn't know you wore glasses. Oh, well, I usually wear contacts, but I have to take them out before I swim. I see. Well, I can only apologize on Eric's behalf. Huh? Oh, it's alright. It was fun, seeing his dick. Even with his dick hanging out. I mean, that was... Axel seemed to ponder for a moment. I didn't have my glasses on, but he looked pretty big, huh? Gay. I don't claim to be an expert on rat dicks, but for his size, it was a bit bigger than I was expecting. Anyway, I hope that what he said didn't make you feel uncomfortable. He said I was cute. Yep, he did. Do you think Dom thinks so? So, you really are interested? Well, he's my best friend, but you're kinda dating your boss, which is... Yeah, I guess we're both crossing some boundaries, huh? Do you think things will work out between you two? I'm certain they will. He's amazing, and I have a great feeling about it. I understand. If it works out for you two, maybe it'll work out for Dom and me too. Maybe it will. I'll be rooting for you guys. Thanks. Anyway, I suppose I should be moving. I've still got something I need to do. Alright, thanks for coming out. It was good seeing you again. Until next time. Oh, but we're gonna have to wait for that till later. And also I'm gonna have to save it. And remember to censor that rat dick. Damn. Rat dick. Didn't want to see it. Unless we're talking about a certain character that I'm gonna get a commission with eventually. Oh, she's been taking a while. So, I guess that's gonna be the end of this Let's Play. So, please comment, cause I like comments. Tell me what you like, dislike, tips, tricks, otherwise. If you like my YouTube and like to see it grow, then please, then please like, subscribe, and check out this video. Anyways, help it grow. Jeez, it didn't seem... Oh wait, that was that time. What about, when we were still on Diego's route? Oh right, I was like, wait, Adrian's route? What? No, Diego's route. Okay, that's the center. Huh. But, if you want to play this game, it's available for free on itch.io, but if you want to support the people that are making this game, and I'll get the news version over Patreon, where it's $5 a month, $54 a year. And until next month's fight, me, GamerWolfSix, of Sileo, Tales of a New Dawn. So thanks to you.